This is our area of North London. The bit in red is the current borough of Haringey, as it is today. But 100 years ago, it was 3 boroughs of Hornsey, Wood Green and Tottenham. One of the main arteries dividing the borough today is called Green Lanes. And here in the south of the borough, you've got Finsbury Park, which come into the story. When our group started meeting, we already knew some of the principal locations associated with those who opposed the First World War in this area. 2 sites on Green Lanes in particular are relevant. First of all, top left, the greengrocers at number 75 Green Lanes. 100 years ago, it was florists owned by a Miss Daisy Dibble. But on 3 floors above, it housed the headquarters of the North London Herald League. Several conscientious objectors gave it as their home address, and we think it was probably used as a safe house. Branches of the League, as you know, supported George Lansbury's Daily Herald and supported radical causes from rent strikes to suffragettes. Though the labour movement split during the First World War, membership of the North London Herald League actually swelled because of their resolute opposition. Further up Green Lane stands this imposing Salisbury Hotel, and 100 years ago, the North London Herald League held many open-air meetings outside this pub on what they called Salisbury Corner, a regular pitch for public meetings. Let me emphasise that we know we've got loads more research to do on the detail of these things. For example, further up Green Lanes, we're interested to find out more about a pastor, Saxby, who had an address on Green Lanes which wasn't a church, and yet several conscientious objectors gave his address as a connection, and he had provided written testimony as to the sincerity of their beliefs. So we've got a lot to do. There was also a speaker's corner in Finsbury Park itself, where the North London Herald League held weekly meetings and rallies, often on a Sunday during the First World War. Huge crowds apparently gathered there from across London because it was one of the only places where anti-war meetings could be held openly. These meetings would be attacked by pro-war thugs often enough, and often became quite violent. On one occasion, Sylvia Pankhurst was the star speaker, and she had to be hustled out of the park apparently, though she wasn't too bothered, when violence broke out.